Alright guys, this is my longest kill streak I've had in a free-for-all game, and it's bookended by my deaths, one at the beginning, and then again one at the end. And I want to take this opportunity to bring you a commentary on how to improve your judgment game and adjust your style of play, and evolve into a successful judgment player instead of a good Gears 3 player. Because that's what I had to do to start to thrive, or at least do better than I was, because when I first started playing, I was terrible. Like, 9th and 10th place kind of terrible. Bang my head against the wall, veins staying at my neck, just doing it bad. So, I really thought about quitting and going back to playing Gears 3. But the fact is that there's a few things in this game which I really enjoyed, Overrun being one of them. And then those two things which I changed about the way I played, which helped me start to do a whole lot better and actually really have a lot of fun. So the first thing which I changed is that I started to pay attention to my PVR and what I was doing wrong, because I felt like people were sponging terribly, and that the Nasher was horribly inconsistent. And so I have a laptop which I record on, and it sits next to my Xbox, and so I can see what's happening on my screen, but it's delayed by about 3 seconds. So whenever I die, I can look immediately over at my laptop and watch what happened to cause my death. And the biggest cause of my death was not two-piecing. It was not my Nasher sponging. It was the fact that I kept missing. Everyone knows that the aim point in this game has changed to the center of the screen, but my fingers didn't know it yet. And while my brain said aim to the center of the screen, my fingers, when I was in a tense situation, would always do the reflex right elbow shot that I did in Gears 3, and not the new center of the screen shot, which feels like you're actually shooting with your left boot, to me. So, if you're having a lot of problems sponging, and people complaining about this constantly, there's people rage quitting, just going on and on about the fact that Nasher is terrible, it's sponging, it's a horrible gun, and judgment is broken. If you're having those problems, take a deep breath and think about where you're placing your shots. I can almost guarantee you are shooting high and to the right. If you can concentrate on bringing your shot down a little bit, I think you'll do a lot better. For me, I found this game to be the most consistent game, Nasher-wise, of any of the Gears games. I went and when I watched on that PVR, I only found one sponge which I thought, yeah, that might have been a sponge, I might have gotten robbed. All the other ones, when I look at it in slow motion, I'm just winging them. Only half of my spread is on them, or a quarter of the spread is on them, because I'm still shooting with that old Gears 3 reflex shot, and haven't really truly adjusted to the new firing mechanics. So, if you want to improve your game, cut the whining, and focus on improving yourself, because that's what you can change. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised the game is actually not that broken, and is very consistent. The second thing which I changed is I stopped trying to play Judgment like I played Gears 3, and realized that you have to change the way you approach the game. I never like to back out of situations. I always like to hold my ground and face whatever was coming at me. And in Gears 3 you could do that more, although it was still advisable to know when to book it. But because you had your rifle on your Nasher, you could play people a little more straight up and switch to the weapon which adjusted to the situation. In Gears Judgment, you don't have that option. The loadout system makes it where it's a lot more rock, paper, scissors. You have to understand what loadouts will be at a disadvantage in what situations, and you need to put yourself in the best situation for your loadout. And that often means retreating, or changing to a new position, waiting for them to get out of their stem grenade, or waiting for them to throw the stem and then throw the frag on top of it. A little bit of patience and a little bit of tactics goes a long ways in changing your fortunes in this game. And so, actually, Johnny Cash has some pretty good advice about this whole thing. Gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. There you go. Know the situation. And of course, everyone makes mistakes, but you just gotta learn from them. And you'll see me make a blunder here at the end of this, which cost me a kill streak. So there's a Lancer which I passed over there, and I want to go kill this player, but I should go back to the Lancer. I pick up a sawed-off, I have 2 short-range weapons, and I don't have any balance in my loadout anymore. And so now it makes me be too aggressive, and I go charging up on these guys. trying to get the kill and I get exposed. And miss the sawed-off shots. It doesn't help. And die. So, hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. So if your thirst for carnage and bloodshed is not yet sated from watching that long kill streak, I have another rampage, which I got with a Mauler and an Overrun game right here. So go ahead and click it, and I hope you enjoy.